Hello everyone. It was kind of a known fact that FDA is a corrupt regulatory body, but now in a sting operation done by Project Veritas, it is pretty much out and open, um, and it is very sad to see, the regulatory bodies that are supposed to be there to ensure that public interests are most important and have to be taken care of, um, actually have put those public interests on a backseat and instead ensured that the entities they are regulating and their own personal interests are actually taking front seat. So yeah, let's see what all we can find in this expose. A recurring fountain of revenue. FDA executive admits Biden planning annual shots, including toddlers. So FDA Executive Officer Christopher Cole was caught on undercover camera by Project Veritas, where he revealed that his agency plans to announce that annual sickness shots will become official policy. So, according to him, this will be an official mandate from the government, um, and will be enforced. Who is Cole? Cole is an executive officer heading up the agency's countermeasures initiatives, which plays a critical role in ensuring that drugs, shots, and other measures to counter infectious diseases and viruses are safe. So he is the one who is responsible for ensuring that whatever FDA is approving is safe for rest of the society. He is responsible for that. Cole indicates that annual sickness shots isn't probable but certain. So according to him, it's a certainty, not a probability. When pushed on how he knows an annual shot will become policy, Cole states, just from everything I have heard, they, i.e. FDA, are not going to not approve it, which means they are absolutely going to approve it. So FDA is planning on approving shots permanently. Stop what you're doing and watch this right now. The um, drug companies, the food companies, they pay us millions of dollars a year. So they are admitting, or FDA is admitting, that they get kickbacks in millions of dollars from the entities they are supposed to regulate. Um, FDA executive officer on hidden cam reveals future sickness policy. Biden wants to inoculate as many people as possible. You will have to get an annual shot. So that's their plan. Now, while I have sympathy for my fellow human beings, but at the same time, I saw the same people um, trying their best out of fear to ensure that somehow they are able to inoculate themselves and their families before others. I mean, I'm talking only about a year back, in my own interactions with my colleagues, um, they were everybody was behaving as if, this has to be done. This is the only way to save themselves. Uh, I mean, just the mass psychosis was um, kind of unbelievable for me. Uh, Nobody was questioning or thinking that, historically speaking, it has taken at least 14 plus years to test these drugs and medicines and vax shots, um, for their potency, effectiveness, their side effects, and all that before they are approved. Nobody was thinking like that. Somehow, all that rationality and common sense was just on the back seat. So while I have sympathy for them, I somehow am not happy with the behavior either. And now, when they are getting sick and tired of it, because they're not seeing anything positive about them, whether it is in terms of side effects, or whether it is in terms of just these strict mandates that stops them from living their normal life. uh, so yeah. And as far as these FDA sort of agencies go, it's a known fact. I mean, um, those who haven't watched, there was a series recently out on one of these OTT networks, Do- Dopesick, I think it was called Dopesick, and that gives a perfect insights into how these regulatory bodies work. In There is a revolving door policy. Whoever is working for FDA right now, they get bribes or things like that, and then they are easy on approving whatever comes their way, um, no matter what the impact of those foods or medicines on rest of the society. And eventually the same people go back, once they actually retire from these regulatory entities, they go back, work for those same companies. So yeah, it's a symbiotic relationship between the regulator and the entities they are supposed to regulate, which is extremely bad for the rest of us society. Anyway, it will be a recurring fountain of revenue, Cole said in an hidden camera footage. So that's what they think of us, or sheeple. We are just a fountain of revenue. We are numbers for them. Not there is no concern about the safety or impact to rest of us. It might not be that much initially, but it will be reoccurring. If they can get every person required at an annual shot, that is a reoccurring return of money going into their company. I mean, what can't be better than this? I mean, this is perfect. If they are able to somehow mandate this, um, it's a free money. And remember, governments signed uh, documents ensuring that there is no liability on these companies either. if they are caught in any sort of wrongdoing. Perhaps the most explosive part of the footage is the moment where Cole brazenly talks about the impact that an emergency use authorization has on overcoming the regulatory concerns of mandating shots on children. So, using these emergency use authorizations, they are able to mandate shots on the kids and toddlers. They are all approved under an emergency just because it's not as impactful as some of the other approvals. So yeah, there you have it from horse's mouth. They are approved under emergency because they don't have that much potency. Yearly toddler shots. Coles, who claims his role with the FDA is to ensure the agency uses a framework of safety, security, and effectiveness as a part of its preparedness and response protocols, specifically cited concerns over long-term effects, especially with someone younger. So there you have it. Um, I would recommend watch this video. Anyway, that's what we are. We are just subjects for these companies. Guinea pigs. Anyway, I will see you.